So, welcome back to Slasher Versions.
Sunforge Podcast Productions. All right, James, what are we watching this week?
So this week we're watching The Hills Have Eyes. It's the one that came out in 2006. It has a IMDb rating of 6.4 out of 10.
6.4. Oh, let's introduce everyone else in the room.
It's a real slasher.
Sydney's here. What's up,
yeah.
Sydney?
Hey, I'm Sydney.
And Jacob's
here
here.
as always.
And I'm Ben, the guy who hasn't watched it. Has everyone watched this movie except for me?
I watched it a long time ago.
I haven't
We watched it freshman
You
year.
haven't seen this
I
movie?
haven't seen it in a while.
There we go.
Ooh, okay.
Freshman year, actually, there.
Yeah, we watched it freshman year. It was a
Shout out to
movie
Russell.
that scared the shit out of me as a child.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, let me watch it now that I'm in college. And it's like, it doesn't scare me, but it's very uncomfortable.
All right,
Yeah,
well-
no, like we were just watching it, and we were just like, Jesus. Like it wasn't like I don't know if I enjoyed that, but I was like,
No, that's the thing. It's
That's what I'm worried about.
It's
From-
not scary. It's just
from
uncomfortable.
from everything James has been saying about this movie, I'm just worried that this is just gonna be, how long is this movie? 2 hours probably, of just me
No.
going like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing
well,
this?
it's just a
Why are we-"
slasher, but it's so like.
It's an hour and
depraving.
48 minutes. It is kind
Alright.
of depressing.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's gonna be
It's-
a rough
it's pretty
watch.
cool.
It's very different from what we've been watching. I
It,
guess.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
It's less
'Cause it's a
of
slasher.
Like, they're not really trying to make a very good movie, but they
They're
made
trying
a,
to scare
they
you.
made a slasher. It's
Yeah,
pretty
they
good.
made a slasher that's.
It's gonna
I
scare
want
you.
to say almost unlike other slashers, but it's,
Yeah.
it's kind of on its
Right.
own. 2 was trash though.
I'm not really. Can I just say I'm not excited at all? I'm really worried.
He's like, oh, I'm just watching. Blood
This
and
is the
Guts,
first
I'm
one
like,
that I've come into this and been like decently worried about.
Well, have you
watching
seen any of the
this movie.
Saws?
Have you seen any?
We were gonna watch Saw last time, and then we changed it to Babadook, and then we
yeah.
changed it to Conjuring,
What
and
about
then that
Friday
audio
the
got
13th?
lost.
Have you seen that?
No, we've not seen Friday the 13th.
This is
yet.
definitely a trope I want to talk about. I was going to talk about in my class today.
Yeah.
We don't have to do this part, but I was talking about in my class today. We were talking about horror movies, and there was one trope that I wanted to talk about that horror movies, especially slashers, tend to have more than other movies.
Oh my god, it's an Igor appearance.
Come in.
Alright.
What's up?
Ruin your podcast.
Can I just say he does this on every episode?
I mean, consistent.
Consistent.
Keith Arnett's in there.
Yeah.
He's like,
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm sitting in on this
Oh,
podcast.
okay. All right. Well, all right. Welcome Igor to the podcast. Igor's here to ruin it yet again. Igor, are you gonna join us for the after part of this podcast?
He's got
Yes.
nothing else going on.
Oh, okay. Do you know what we're watching?
Huh?
Do you know what we're watching?
Hills Have Eyes?
Yes, we are. Have you seen it before?
I saw it like a while ago. I think I saw it
Did
in
you watch it with
school.
them with freshman year?
We watched it freshman year. I don't know if you were.
Maybe.
With
Okay.
an
I
Anthony
was
Room?
probably fucking hammered.
Probably were.
Honestly, one night you
Probably
were
were.
almost dead. Like your eye was open and they were trying to close it, but it just.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's when I was in the hallway on the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like yellow. That was good. Good time.
All right. So, what would you rank this 1 out of 10, James? Since this is your movie.
Definitely with them like 6.5 something.
With horror movies? Or general
horror
movies.
Just general movies. As a general
Alright.
movie, it's like a 6.5, maybe.
We
a
keep
7.
making that distinction in this
Yeah.
podcast. We need to stop.
I think
Yeah.
it's better. I think it's better than a typical horror movie.
It's
You do?
better.
Okay.
It's
It's a
still
good
tr-
slasher for what it is.
It's still a
As a
trash movie.
slasher?
That's kind of
Yeah.
part of it, though.
Okay.
It's like it's hard to explain. Once you watch it, you'd be like,
Honestly, it's
like,
a B movie. Like,
It's a B movie. It's
Alright.
a good B movie.
It's a
though.
good B movie?
It's a good B movie. It's like
I
an A
think-
B movie.
When did it come out, though?
2006. Which is, who directed this?
Is it a-
Has the person who directed
No,
this
it's the
directed
original.
anything else that I would know?
I think I'm thinking of something else.
What are you thinking of?
He's thinking of Wrong Turn.
People, yeah, Wrong Turn.
Wrong Turn's a very similar movie.
What's wrong turn?
Don't worry about it.
It's
Okay.
actually it's right next to The Hills Have Eyes too.
Really?
Yeah, they're very similar movies. My mom likes those, and I don't know why.
Really?
Wrong Turn movies.
Is Hills Have Eyes, does that have a video game?
No.
No.
What am I thinking of?
Left 4 Dead.
No.
Great game. Great game.
All right.
Where,
I mean,
where do you guys stand? Quick detour. Where do you guys stand on video horror games? Or horror video games?
Oh hell yeah!
Like
Pretty
oh,
good.
Hell yeah!
Do you like them a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do a podcast.
I have
shit, we
Outlast
should.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Outlast 1 and 2.
What's the big one? Amnesia? I have that one.
I have that one too, yeah.
All right. This director is
It's Alexandra.
Aja. And she has directed
Horns.
Horns.
Piranha 3D.
I know Horns. She's a
Yeah, we
producer
watched
on
Piranha
Horns.
3D a while ago.
Pyramid. The Other Side of the Door.
It's so stupid.
No, she is the director of Horns.
Rock the Castle. Maniac.
I think those are just movies
All right,
she's
all right.
involved in. All right, so we're gonna
Wrap this one up
wrap this one
early.
and go watch. And
Yeah.
welcome to enjoy our little interlude.
Yeah, it'll be nice. All right.
It was nice.
Booty lap 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 lip blue scotty lap scap scap scoop scap scoop scap scoop la lulu scap scap. That's enough.
What was the jingle?
2, 1.
And we're back.
We're back.
Oh dear.
Yeah. What did you think, Ben?
I did not. It was not the biggest fan. Of that
Yeah, I
movie.
love how his voice has shifted down a little.
You were not fucking.
He was
It's like,
It wasn't. I by the end I was okay with it, but there was a minute there for about an hour. I was
It
just
really
like,
ramps up.
why? Why is this happening? Who wants to give us a short summary?
oh, I can do this.
All right, go, Jacob.
All right, so there's these people. They're going on a trip to California, and they get to a weird gas station, and then this guy's like, go down this old road, and then they go down this old road, and then there's like these creepy mutant dudes who throw out a spike strip, and then they terrorize the family for a while, and then they kidnap the dad, they burn him alive, and they
all while they're
and then two of
taking down the
them
dog.
rape the oldest sister. Or no, the second oldest sister. The third oldest sister, the oldest sister, gets shot in the head, and the mom gets shot in the stomach, and then we're left with Doug the Democrat, the son, and the raped sister.
Who is Claire from Lost.
Claire from Lost, and she will be referred to as such for the remainder of the
This
podcast.
podcast.
And the
Bobby.
dog, one dog, the other dog died.
The son,
and
Bobby.
then they take the baby. The baby existed.
Oh, yeah,
And,
there's a baby. Doug and the oldest.
and then
sister's
Doug
baby.
goes into the mutant town and reaps fucking havoc, takes his baby back.
Oh, and with the dog.
And the dog
goes
helps.
a lot.
The dog helps.
Dog's
So
the
that's how you
beast.
do a quick summary.
Yes.
If
Well
anyone
done.
was
Thank
wondering.
you, Jacob.
If you've heard any of our previous episodes,
I'm not good at summarizing.
Ben sucks.
Jesus Christ. This movie was rough. I think I called it like in the very beginning. I was like, oh, Doug's dying.
Yeah.
Because like he's just kind of portrayed as this
He
like
was-
beta
It
male.
was that dickhead character at the beginning.
Like he was just the worst. And then my favorite line of the movie is his stepfather, or no, not his stepfather, his father-in-law, and his brother-in-law are making fun of him because he doesn't like that they're carrying around guns, and he's like, the father-in-law says like, oh, don't bother him, he's a Democrat, he doesn't believe in guns, which is easily my favorite line of the movie, and was referred to for the rest of the movie while we were watching. What do you guys think rewatching it?
No.
Same shit.
Did it
You will get
increase
you
its
will-
volume?
No.
It's
You
still
feel
a
the
very
same.
dark movie.
Because I feel like with this time, every time I watch it again now, I have the feeling of this scene's coming up.
And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
not this
It's
scene.
like, oh, fuck
And
this.
you're like, I honestly
It's
want
like
to forget that
it's like
scene.
watching those like ISIS decapitation videos. It just
Honestly.
doesn't get better.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, well.
You're like, you're never ready for it.
The taste doesn't change.
It was just really rough.
Yeah.
There is the movie changes, and there's a halfway point where Doug just becomes the man after the family gets terrorized and like half of them get taken out. Doug becomes the man, and from then on I had something to root for. But up until that point, it's just creepy people terrorizing like people I didn't really care about. So it was rough. It was a rough one.
Honestly, that
Yeah.
teenage kid, he was not helpful.
He was not helpful
He
at
wasn't
all.
helpful at all. Why did he get the gun?
I don't know.
Well, I'd say setting up that perimeter thing.
That was cool.
That was like the
fishing,
best thing
He
he
sets
Yeah.
up like a fishing.
Yeah. Did jack
it
It
shit.
also barely worked.
Yeah.
It did not work at all.
The one who came from was like, oh, that's.
Oh, there's a wire
What
here.
an amateur.
I'm gonna put a tumbleweed on it. All right.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a favorite part?
I did not.
When the dog went back,
Oh,
took
yeah.
care of his
The
business,
dog
came
was
back with an
awesome.
arm.
The dog was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because another dog dies in this movie, the first dog.
Yeah, that was sad. That was very sad.
But there was vengeance for another dog.
So do we want to try to like get into like some themes?
Let's get into some themes.
This is really hard to
Why?
analyze.
Why? I think this is my first introduction to like a gore fest. And I don't even know if this would qualify as gore fest. I'm sure there are.
That's
really?
a good fest.
I feel like there are things that could go way harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. This is like, I feel like cannibal films are way different. They're like a
They're
subgenre
depraving.
of like slasher films. Like you have
Mhm.
slasher films, then you have cannibal films, and that's The Hills Have Eyes, Wrong Turn, and
Deliverance, kinda.
was Children of the Corn.
No, Children of the Corn's like a cult thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one works out like. But yeah, this movie's weird.
This movie is weird.
For
Is
a
there
lot of
any
reasons.
symbolism that I missed?
Nukes are bad.
Nukes are bad.
Nukes are
We
bad.
didn't really mention that. This is all about.
Is it
like,
nukes
how-
are bad, or is it when the government tells you to leave, you leave?
But that's
Probably
why
weird.
that happened to him. They
Okay,
listened
I have
to
a
him.
question. So there's a character that runs the gas station, that ends up killing himself.
I
and
think
it's
he
really
set it up.
Who is he?
I think he set it up. 'cause
Oh, he definitely set it up. He sent them down
Oh,
there
he
to
sent
get
them down
killed.
there. He's
But,
friends
like-
with Ruby.
Is he friends?
Yeah,
with-
because he was yelling out Ruby in the beginning.
Yeah, there's this character.
Oh, yeah.
Ruby brought
there's
in
a
the
mutant
bag.
character that ends up being okay, and she's like a young mutant girl.
She brought him the bag,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Did it have the ear in it?
I think
Yeah,
the,
I don't know why
think-
she put the ear in it, but
I think
family
the bag
was
was
ruining them?
payment for them from them to send more people
yeah,
down to
that's
their
exactly
withdrawal,
what it was. Yeah,
And he was
which
like,
is
"The fuck
weird.
is
And
this?"
so that must be what is tormenting him
Yeah.
and why he kills himself.
yeah, absolutely.
Those are
Yeah.
your neighbors.
Yeah, that'd be rough, man. That would be rough. And he does say at one point, "I'm done with this. I'm not doing
Yeah,
this
yeah,
anymore."
at the beginning.
Yeah, but he clearly was not done with it. He sent these poor people to die.
I mean, they were gonna kill him.
Why did they trust this weird, creepy old man? And where does this take place?
Nevada,
Nevada or
probably
Utah?
Nevada.
Like
It's
really
not
close.
Utah.
They were
It's like
traveling
Utah.
to no, I was just joking
California.
about that. Yeah, they
So
were traveling to
Nevada.
California.
Nevada.
Yeah, that's where the nuke testing was, right?
Jesus Christ.
Nevada and Arizona.
Um,
Out there.
yeah. Doug's
Yeah.
a champ in this movie.
It's
He
really
just-
hard to label
he just-
anybody as a champ.
No,
'cause
he's
after-
a champ. He just comes through. He just gets rid of everyone. Oh,
Actually, when he jacked up the son, he was like, "Shut the fuck up." When he was
Yeah,
like telling
yeah,
him,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he was like calling him a pussy and everything, and I was
it
just
was
like,
weird.
"Yeah."
It was weird.
Stand up for yourself.
I
Yeah,
was
he had
like,
to stand up for
I was like,
himself.
what is this? Where is this coming from Doug? But
Yeah.
yeah, that was a scare. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we could get into some symbolism.
Oh, all right. Jacob has some symbolism
Been
for
I've been
us.
thinking about it.
All right.
Sitting here pondering.
Jacob
so I
has
mean, all
some.
we're gonna be able to do is go down like the nukes are bad fest, but like that's fine. We can do that.
All right.
Nukes are bad. They destroyed the people and they depraved them or whatever.
Yeah.
So the baby boomers, the generation before those people died first, right? Yeah. Yeah. The dad and the mom die
first
first.
one to die.
The first ones to die, and then the mom's firstborn is
I
killed.
think you're reaching.
Well, when did this movie take place?
2006.
No. When did it take place?
Probably 2006.
There were cell phones, so 90s. When the first one came out, I guess.
Oh, there
96.
were bad cell phones.
Yeah.
There were bad songs.
This is a remake. We didn't.
Oh, we didn't mention that. Yeah,
This
apparently
is the
James
remake.
forgot to mention it. in
I
his
thought I did. I
introduction.
said it's the 2006 one. I feel like that implies remake.
Yeah.
It
It was in 2006. It wasn't.
Do we want to go into performances?
performances? No.
No one really stands out.
No.
I
mean,
like Doug's
I
performance.
mean-
There was the moment with Doug when he was confronting the son. I thought that was probably
Yeah, it was a good
one of the
moment.
best acted moments.
The people who were playing the cannibals, they were pretty
Oh
convincing.
my
yeah.
god!
Yeah, they were
the
actually pretty scary.
makeup department on this movie deserves some props.
Shit,
They look creepy as shit.
The
Yeah.
one guy who killed himself, I'm like, yeah, that was real for sure.
Oh yeah, the suicide scene is fairly realistic.
That was like the first sign that this movie was gonna be fucked up. It's like he didn't just shoot himself in the head; he literally blew his whole face.
Blew his head off, and then they showed it again for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, they were like,
Just
just
to
in
be
case
like,
you
look
were
at this
wondering.
shit.
They were just like, here,
Wow, it was,
here's this. Sit.
yeah. Ooh. It was a rough one.
Sit with that for a second. All right. Yeah.
Just gives you the heebie-jeebies.
So not scary for you.
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable? Like, what's
It
the?
probably scared me.
There were.
I don't know
Some
what
of
it would
those
take for
pop-up
me to
scenes,
say
you're
it
like, oh,
scared me
what
at
the
this
fuck?
point. Like, would I have to run out of the room crying? Like,
I mean, there weren't.
it was just like, I was just like, no. Like, that's just what I did for
I
the
don't
whole
think that can
movie.
happen nowadays, unless you show an ISIS decapitation in theaters. And that's
All right.
No, I definitely went like, oh shit, several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the point at the even before we meet the gas station guy, there's some like scientists that get got. Who were they? They never come back.
They were testing the radiation.
They were
Okay.
just testing
And then
radiation.
just the cannibals just got them.
Weird little intro, a little taster for you. I guess it was supposed to help you sit through that long, like, scenes with the family. and shit.
Ugh. It wasn't that long. I would say it's a reasonably paced movie.
Yeah.
It is.
Whereas in like compared to like past movies, Halloween, kind of slow paced. But I think it does. The scariest scene is in
In the middle.
the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Which is a little
When they're
bizarre.
attacking the trailer.
It's kind of us-ish. Very, very.
Where
us.
like sort of the
Jesus.
style switches up a little bit,
Style
and then all of a
switches up.
sudden it becomes Doug. Like,
But
I'm gonna
Doug,
go get my baby
the
back.
second
Baby
the
back,
Doug
baby
getting
back,
the
baby back.
the Doug getting his baby back is still very horror-ish. Like he's locked in
Oh, yeah.
a freezer with bodies and
It
stuff.
was a shitty freezer. It had a clear top. There's no way that shit was insulated.
Yeah, that shit was.
It was probably hot as fuck.
Yeah.
No, they don't care. They're like,
Yeah, they
No,
don't.
it was probably like one of those ice cream shits. Like you know how.
Oh
like,
yeah.
An icebox.
Probably.
Um.
So you
they
can
don't-
see that. You can see
They
the
don't
ice
care
cream
about
in there.
cleanliness.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you're
Eating
eating
people.
people. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you really care about? Eating people.
Ugh.
They looked so creepy. They looked like I made this comment several times. There's an episode of X-Files, which is like this historic episode that is the first one to like have a parental warning, or like it was like the first time like crazy explicit stuff was shown on TV, and like didn't get yanked.
You
or
mean
something
after the
like that.
Kennedy assassination?
Well, yeah, but but like and like TV shows, I forget why exactly it's historic, but it is, and it's about like these like inbreds, and they're like really scary, and they're like, oof, they look
Yeah.
like these inbreds, but they were radiation.
I mean, they also all just look like Sloth from Goonies.
They do look like Sloth from Goonies. Oh,
I guess that's just how you do like genetically messed up makeup.
people.
Yeah.
The Hunchback from.
Yeah. From
Just the
Harry
live
Potter.
action
people.
Was
Oh.
the sexual things talking about the awareness?
I think the Humpback from Harry Potter was in this movie.
Who's the humpback in Harry Potter?
In the third one.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Wormtail.
Not Wormtail.
Not
Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry's meeting with the
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
This is the
yes.
pea soup guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
I think
beginning,
that was him.
with the minister.
Yeah.
I don't think it was him.
One of them had to have been him. They had the
Well,
same
yeah,
face.
All right. Was there a moment where you were just most disturbed? Well, we can go with that because there are no favorite moments.
Definitely the rape scene.
Yeah,
That
that's
whole,
it.
whole thing, and it's like
I think that was
It
meant
was
to be the
very
most
unclear
disturbing.
whether she got
No,
It
it
was
was a
not.
rape scene.
I don't know why you're denying that.
Nah.
I don't know why you're denying that.
Nah.
And it's like it was so intense,
Alright.
and then of course the mom comes in. No, it was the sister, the other sister. She comes in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we just talk about how like no one picked up on the fact that she was getting attacked? Like everyone
Well, they
left
were-
the trailer.
they were focused.
There was the dad was literally burning.
But there was a
alive and
giant
screaming.
like mutant man on top of their sister, and everyone was like, "You hold down the fort, Claire."
Well,
from
they didn't look
Lost."
at it. They
They
just
didn't
ran
look,
out.
yeah, they just ran out.
Yeah, weird.
And I mean, it was a big RV. I guess like it was like enclosed
that
on
big
that
of an
one
RV.
This is a
side.
3-person trailer.
Isn't that what they said
Yeah,
several times?
yeah.
Yeah. Just the worst. Just the worst. I did not. Oof.
I just, like,
You don't want to watch it again.
No,
Yeah.
I'll never watch this
Yeah.
movie again.
No, I mean I suggested it because I was like I felt like
Yeah, why'd you suggest this one?
because
Take us
it's
through a little James.
when you
thought
told me about the movies you have been watching,
Uh-huh.
and we had kind of planned on some of the movies we had already started watching, and after watching them I realized these horror movies, they're kind of the supernatural. You watch Halloween, Us, but that's not this. That's not a slasher. That's not something that makes you uncomfortable. It's like
all of the movies so far have made me uncomfortable.
really
Yes.
Not like
But not
this.
in the way.
not
of
like this. Not like this.
No,
This is-
very
and-
similar to this.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta go. I didn't know this was gonna be hard for you, but I mean, like the way these movies make you uncomfortable is, I feel like this one kind of sets a bar, and other
Yeah.
movies have not really reached that bar. Not
Really? You don't think anything's out spooked to this movie?
I don't know about out spooked, but
out comfortable, no.
out like
Out uncomfortable.
Out pushed you.
Out push
Yeah.
me. Like in terms of making me feel genuinely like.
This
really
is the
uncomfortable.
peak.
I mean,
I could definitely be pushed further.
what was that one movie? Law-abiding citizen.
Like this was bad, but I could you could push me further.
yeah, it's not the execution scenes in Green Mile, but it's pretty fucking rough.
3 Mile.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like
Those are,
Yeah, those
Those are
rough.
pretty rough.
modern movies they kind of shy away from some of the things that this movie kind of
I feel
Yeah.
like that.
pushed on.
I have this idea that there is this subsect of horror films that are just like, just the worst things you could ever envision. And I think kind of introduced me to that world, I thought, but I didn't think it quite got there.
Well, I don't
Maybe that's just
think-
because I'm very desensitized to stuff, but
This
I'm
a lot of
desensitized to
movies.
stuff, but I still get freaked out. Isn't that
2019.
weird? Isn't that weird? Like I'd be like, yeah, it's fine, but like some stuff I'm like, ew. Like, oh, that means
All right,
in the
I'm
wheelchair? Ew.
All right,
I mean,
I'm
it
getting up.
makes sense because
Yeah.
you see somebody get shot in a movie, and it's like, can you get up and
Yeah.
walk away? Like when
Can we
when
talk
in
about
Us,
how
when we got-
resilient Doug was?
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Doug just kept coming back like a champ.
That's not how that would work.
Oh, no, I love Doug.
But he didn't really have a choice, honestly, even in this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what? Yeah, I have a problem with two of the characters in this movie, which is Bobby and Claire. Doug saw the challenge, took it by the horns, and like fucking put a pickaxe through its brain. Like he took.
I think Bobby and Claire were like 12.
I think Bobby and Claire were
Were they supposed to be 12?
definitely not 12.
They were like 16, 17.
No, they were definitely like 20-ish.
no,
One of them was at least 20.
Bobby
Yeah.
was like, I don't know.
Bobby seemed younger, right?
Seemed
Bobby
younger.
was younger.
16,
Bobby
17.
was like one of those really young looking.
He made like a
22
jerking off
year-olds.
joke with his mom, and it's like, I'm.
Yeah, I don't think you make that when you're like 17 years old.
I
feel
make
like that's
those
a
now.
very comfortable. Oh wait, what anniversary was it for the parents? They did say that.
25th?
Yeah.
25th.
All right.
So
Where's
that would make
where
the
does that
older
rate us?
sister probably 25, the oldest one.
The oldest one?
Probably
She was a
25.
Kid. She's like 30.
So?
No, she's like 30.
So
She's
What?
definitely over 30.
She's not 30.
she's not 30.
She's not.
No,
30.
I guess not.
She was like maybe 25, 26.
Yeah.
Weird. People were aged weirdly in this movie.
They were aged weirdly, but I mean, it made sense. The dynamic was, was not Claire's family, the wife's family.
Claire is part of the wife's family.
Well, I mean, like from Doug's perspective, it was
okay.
him on vacation with his.
Doug
wife.
looked like he was 40, so.
Yeah, he did look
Yeah.
like he was 40. He also looked like a fucking hippie.
Was a motherfucker. Doug rose to the challenge, and Bobby and Claire. Bobby wastes 8 bullets running away from a cannibal and
Going
shooting
for the blind
backwards.
shots, yeah.
Going for the blind shots. What are you doing?
Bobby's
turn
running away.
around,
Kobe!
take your shot,
Kobe! Kobe!
It's like he would charge in at the right time.
turn
and
around,
just
take
fuck
your
it up.
shot. He even had a moment. He even had a moment where the cannibal was standing over his already dead mother. So I don't know why he was still had problems
he was
with
eating
this.
her mom or his mom.
know,
It's
but,
like,
like-
how do you? I mean, if you see that, you're just like, fuck.
Both of your parents have died
I mean,
in the
your
last
sister,
24 hours. I
whoever
think
was
you
already
have to
gone.
rise to the occasion.
That's deep breath, take aim, pop.
That was
Yeah.
the last night. What do you mean deep breath? He was not okay. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
like,
fucking
he
He saw his
traumatized.
dog die. Like he has every opportunity to take
He
the
already
deaths
went, yeah.
on the head and just go. Ah!
Now it's
I'm
just
gonna
like
get outta here.
mutilation at this point. She's already dead. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
It wasn't mutilation. He was having a meal.
It's like
Yeah.
cannibals. They gotta eat too.
Just weird. But yeah, getting back to just kind of as a genre thing, is this is the most freaked out you've been for a movie?
Most uncomfortable, not most freaked out.
Because I feel like there are movies that would just show me stuff that I do not want to see, and I would be having nightmares for weeks.
I mean,
And I will not have nightmares
Like
for weeks.
what?
for this
Like, what
movie.
could they
Yeah.
show you?
No, they could be really brutal.
Like what?
Like
I
what?
don't
Because
know.
I mean,
It's like murder house and stuff that like I see in like
There's
American Horror Story.
So there's
American Horror
like
Story creeps that shit out.
Last House on the Left. That one also has like a rape scene, but it's generally a scary movie because it's a house invasion. And then what's the other movie?
Straw Dogs, the
Straw
one with the-
Dogs.
All right.
I feel like rape is like that's like the limit that horror can go in terms of what it can show you and how uncomfortable it can make you feel. In terms of, I mean, then there's like Mortal Kombat fatalities where you're
Yeah.
getting your face ripped off, and
Yeah.
and that's like another peak. But
I don't know. The rape is not the thing that scared me the most.
No, it didn't scare me. It just made me feel uncomfortable.
I think it was
Made me
like
feel-
so impactful when I was like little. I remember when I first watched this movie, I was terrified. I was like, oh my god, like
Well,
it's-
I had to turn.
I remember
Yeah.
like the one thing that made me so uncomfortable was I didn't think the wife was gonna die. And
Ooh, when
she gets shot, I mean
So
that really shook me because I was like, oh shit.
Like they are not winning this.
Yeah, there are.
Interesting that they won this.
Did they?
I mean, 4 of them make
Doug
it
isn't
out.
just a dad.
So looking at it like four of them make it out. It's like, you know, two of them's parents died. Their sister died.
I'm gonna
They're
compare this to
traumatized
like
hell.
Sinister, where I thought they were gonna make it out, and no one makes it out of Sinister.
Yeah.
That's what the problem with like paranormal. Like whenever no one makes it out, there's no conclusion. I'm like, oh, that's it. Like it's.
Well,
the
because I think
demons-
Yeah, and
I
I'm
think when we talked about Sinister, Jacob proposed the idea that most horror movies, your protagonist doesn't usually make it out. And that has not been the case so far. Most of my protagonists have been making it out.
Did I say that?
You did say that.
No, I was drunk.
This is true.
Well, because then you have movies like I'm trying to think of Final Destination, not a
Well,
horror
yeah,
movie, but
yeah.
like, you know, they make it out and then it loops all the way around to they're not making it out,
Mm.
and it's like, I feel like in a lot of horror movies, yeah, some of them don't.
Well,
I feel like
people-
in good ones, not good ones, but like in true to fashion horror movies, they don't make it out.
What do you think the goal of this movie was? Like, do you think it was to make a good movie, or do
No.
you think it was to push the audience?
Push the audience.
I'm sure.
What
People,
story
I'm
were
sure
they
if we
trying
look
to
this
tell?
up, if people watch it in theaters, I'm sure someone ran out.
Yeah.
Because what was this movie trying to tell you? Nothing.
Yeah,
Us
yeah.
had
I
a
think it's trying to
message.
just get a reaction, but you can still, you don't have to make a good movie. You don't have to be saying something like.
No, you don't. But I feel like in terms of what you were asking, it's like
They're not telling that great of a story. They're
Yeah.
like they're just like doing creepy shit to try to like
to get you
not even creepy, just like
crazy.
crazy shit to just,
Crazy shit.
just mess
Yeah.
with you. And,
Just
And
to
that's the
mess with
thing.
you.
It's like,
make
you
your
know,
skin
this
crawl a little
movie
bit,
isn't a
and they
good
got you.
movie.
Yeah.
For sure. It's not a good movie.
It kind of picks up in the second half.
It's an intense
I
movie.
think it
but
does. It does what it meant to do.
Yeah,
I think.
it definitely like hits the nail on the head.
Yeah.
It was perfect in terms of being like making me feel out of place, like very just uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I
the
just didn't
whole
like.
time.
I have been pushed out of that place by most of the movies we've watched, if not all of them. We
Us
watched
really
on this
pushed you?
podcast. Dude, Us had me so hard.
There were so many. there were so many jokes.
Us got me like that. I know there were definitely jokes, but like the first half of Us, I was like, shit.
Oh, with them coming in.
It was
the
a
hospital.
tension building.
Yeah.
But I mean, in this one, I feel like once, even all the beginning cannibal shit, it's when the guy shot himself in the head in the, what do you call it, the outhouse. That was like that clued me into this movie is like something.
It's
else.
like now we're going.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, also those dudes got tossed around on a fucking pickaxe.
Oh yeah.
Or an
Yeah,
axe.
right in the beginning.
Right at the
right in the beginning.
Like, here we go.
It was too soon.
No, it set the tone. It was like this is what
I
this
think
movie's gonna be.
I think
Because it's you think too soon because it set the
too
tone
soon.
and you were just like, oh, this movie's something else, family shit, and then it goes right back to where it was.
yeah. It was just weird because it was just like
You think it's out of
It wasn't
place,
that
but
gory,
For,
like, it was
for
just
this
kind of
movie,
like
nothing in the movie. was
pickaxe.
Nothing in the movie was what?
like
You
super,
say it's not
except
gory?
for like the
The tub or the
ice
freezer.
thing, yeah. Like,
The
that
ice
was
thing.
the
We had
goriest
fingers
thing.
chopped. We
Fingers
had
chopped, yeah.
The guy
dude
blew
burned
his-
alive.
He blew his head
Yeah.
open.
Dude blew his
A
head
lot of gore.
open.
Just
A lot
I've
of
seen-
lot of-
I've
we're
seen
desensitized
gore.
to
A lot of
things
spikes
now,
through
though.
heads.
Well, it's like spikes through heads. When I think gore, I flesh, blood, you know, that type of stuff. They did show the dog open. I guess the movie's pretty gory.
The mom
Yeah.
getting her heart eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about that? How did that cannibal have the strength to open up her chest
You're a
cavity?
cannibal.
Did you see
It's
him
like,
throw
that's
the
your
axe?
real-
What is with? All right.
He's got super
let's
mutant
talk
strength.
about that.
Yeah.
Is it super mutant strength
It's
or is
super
it
mutant
cannibal
strength.
strength?
It's super
No,
mutant
You
strength.
know, I assume if you're like already a killer, you're pretty strong just against a person who doesn't know how to defend themselves.
But it's like this is all you do. You hunt people
That's a
and you
nip
eat them.
cage.
You hunt people and you eat
Yeah,
them.
no, it seemed like he went stomach and then reached up.
Okay. All right. I thought it looked like he just went.
mean,
went
No,
straight
he
in.
like he pulled up from like the sternum. He like,
Okay.
pulled up and just ripped it open.
Oh my god, that's okay.
But she had also already
I'm
been
okay
shot.
without
so
that
she was also already. Yeah, she already had a hole in her.
she had a big ass.
Yeah, she did already have a
She
gunshot
did.
wound, like right in her Her abdomen.
Yes.
She was not. She was not okay.
Let's just say, like, I mean, in every other movie, and like in Us especially, I was like, get the guns, and
They had the guns.
and
They
they had the
started
guns,
off
and it
with the
still
guns.
didn't matter.
Yeah.
Until Doug got a gun.
Doug got a gun.
When he got his gun, he still fucked around with it.
No, yeah, he didn't even. How did
He didn't
how
use
did
the
the
bat that
mutant
well.
survive a neck shot?
He's a mutant.
Mutant.
It's like he survived the nuke.
Yeah.
Damn.
What else is there?
I don't know. I don't think these were the ones that survived. The
No,
nuke.
they,
survived
Yeah,
they
these
told
are
them
kids
to.
of the
They told them to
children of
move, and
the-
they didn't move.
They went
so-
into the mines. That's explaining the second one.
Is
it?
The
Yeah.
radiation.
Have
They
you
went
seen
into
the
the
second
mines.
one?
Yeah.
Has everyone else seen the
I've
second
not seen the second one.
one? Ooh. City, second one? No.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
My mom told me it's not as good as the first one, and I was like, okay, Jesus, the first
Your
one.
mom. Jesus Christ.
She watched these, and then she watched Wrong Turn, and I was like, she has no fear when she's watching these. Like she has this uncomfortable face, and she's like, oh, I thought that was nice. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. This was. Do we want to go into rankings for just a little bit, and we can bring up any more thoughts?
Yeah, I guess we can go into rankings.
Uh,
I mean, well, let's do 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
What did you rank it before the intro, James?
Like
6.5. He gave it right with IMDb.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where do you stand?
I stick with that. It's a 6.5. It's like it's great at what it does, which is making you feel uncomfortable. But in terms of being a movie, when you want to analyze this as a movie, you can't because it's not that good.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it's not worth the time of day. But honestly, if you really want to
time
get
of day.
if you want to scare your friend, yeah, tell them it's like let's watch a movie. Like this is that movie. It's
Yeah.
like you want to scare your friend, you want to show them a horror movie. This is it. Outside of that, I wouldn't watch this to entertain myself. Maybe I'll watch Hereditary again if I really want to kind of learn something.
wouldn't even
entertain
watch
myself.
that.
I wouldn't watch it.
It wasn't.
again.
It was boring.
I liked Hereditary, but Sydney, what did you give it?
I would also give this movie a 6. It was like, it feels like a B movie,
That's
but
fair.
it was still
Fair.
good. Like for
A
what it
B
did.
movie? I don't think you've watched enough B movies.
Have you watched the B movie?
Yeah, I watched the B. When I think of B movie, I think of like Sharknado.
I love the B movie.
Oh man.
This have better quality than Sharknado.
Worse than the B
Sharknado
movie.
is like one of the top quality B movies though. Like
Yeah.
we could do a whole podcast on B movies. I love B movies. They're so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're so much fun to watch. Jacob, what would you give this?
6.
Yeah, I gave Halloween a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You wanna
which I don't.
change that?
I think I would want to change. I don't think I would give Halloween a 6 because that means it's above average. I'd say
Yeah.
Halloween's a 5.
Okay.
I don't know if
call
I.
5 okay.
I don't know
Well,
if
actually,
I don't.
I call 5 mediocre. 6 is okay to me.
More happened in this movie than in Halloween.
Yeah.
This is definitely. I am putting this movie in the Halloween class of what has been on this podcast. It's closer to Halloween than anything else.
Yeah.
At the
For
bottom.
slasher.
Oh, at the
But
bottom.
At the bottom of my list.
Well,
This-
it's a
this
different
goes at the
movie
bottom.
than what we've been watching. That's
Yeah,
the
but
other
I'm
thing.
still just.
Because I feel like what we've been watching, honestly, not really horror. Like us, I don't consider us to be horror.
disagree,
It
dude.
was like,
Oof.
it was thriller-esque and suspenseful.
It's definitely horror. It was definitely horror.
I don't think
It
it
had
was
the
horror.
horror elements.
It had the
about
horror
it.
elements, but not enough.
This. We're gonna have to have a longer conversation of just like why
It's like
so many
what
things
makes
we
a
watch.
horror movie?
What makes
like,
a horror
try to
movie?
hash out exactly
Yeah.
what we mean when we say horror
Yeah,
movie.
but we're not gonna do that in this podcast.
Yeah,
That's
no.
we'll have its own episode. We'll
Yeah.
talk about the genre in general.
Yeah.
It'll be a put together thing. I would
What's
probably
our
give this a
last?
5 or a 6.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just a lot happened, and it did get reaction. I wasn't bored ever.
That's honestly why I did the 6.5.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that extra.
I was never bored.
I was never bored. It's honestly.
I didn't really like it.
It's
It
entertaining.
does its job.
It does its
It
job,
doesn't
but I
hold
didn't
your
really like
attention.
it, so I'd give
Yeah.
it a 5 probably. I'd give it a 5.
Alright.
Maybe I'll update that later
Yeah.
on the podcast as I develop a decent rating system because I'm terrible at rating things. But on a ranking level, this is probably just above Halloween and below Sinister.
Yeah.
'Cause
No,
I
no,
actually
Sinister.
really like
Because Sinister was a good movie. This
Sinister
was not
is a good movie. No.
I think this is something that, like, you watch it and you're like, I don't want to go to bed right now.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be up for a minute.
Never had that from horror movies, I think.
I had it when I was a
I
kid
always
a
forget
lot.
about
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
growing
no.
up, it would always be like everyone else went to bed and I'm just flipping through and I'd watch a random horror movie and then I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
sometimes it just gets you. Sometimes it's just.
I feel like you get the idea of a
That
horror
is a-
movie, then you actually watch it, you're like, that was not as scary as what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, this was not as.
It's not scary.
James built this up to me so much.
I didn't tell you it was scary. I said it was
No,
uncomfortable.
James, you were like, this is like the scariest
Well,
thing
'cause,
you
like,
No,
watched.
no. It's
At the
uncomfortable.
time
We're gonna take it up
when we
another
watched it,
Well, the scariest thing you've watched, considering what we've been doing in the podcast.
No, for sure. This was this
The most
showed
jarring.
me the
Yeah.
most stuff that I was like, I don't want to see that.
So what was the scariest movie we've watched so far?
This is probably it. That's probably it. But like when I out of like when like what got the best emotion out of me was Us, because one, I was in the theaters, and it was just handled really well. I think it
Yeah.
was the best movie we've seen so far.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I've seen the B movie
Oh
before.
my god. Yeah. Just
SpongeBob movie.
so
It's a B
you
movie
keep
about
saying
bees.
we'll go into a little bit. You keep saying Us is not a horror movie,
Yeah,
but like, is this a horror movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure.
Is Halloween a horror movie?
Yeah.
But nothing happens in Halloween.
Halloween's old.
Yeah, for you looking at when it came out, yes, it was a horror movie. Looking at when this one came out, yes, it was. Oh, this one's still a horror movie. But like looking at Us was very. It was not a horror movie.
That's I just disagree with you.
I think
you know more.
I think the
Maybe
home
I'm
invasion.
being-
The home invasion was definitely horror-esque and.
It was
That
horror.
was horror.
No,
That
it
was
was
straight up
horror.
But like right after that, it.
Yeah,
kind
But
of,
if it has the horror
once the
elements,
day
isn't that a
came-
horror movie? You can
yes
classify it as
and
a horror
no.
movie, right?
I mean, we had this whole
It's a horror
conversation
movie.
when we watched Us.
Because the movie changed.
We talked
it was
about
two
it. It
halves.
split. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a horror movie at first, for sure.
Yeah.
And I would still say it's a horror movie.
Would you say? Because now it's 2 movies in a row. Because this was our last episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 movies in a row that where the movie is a tale of 2 halves of a movie. Is that a constant theme?
Yeah.
Would you think?
Well, but once you become aware of the threat in any horror
Yeah.
movie, they usually
Yeah.
change.
Okay.
Something
changes.
has
Because
to
like
change.
once the tension's gone, it's like, are you gonna keep getting killed?
Does
Or
any horror movie ever just like build and build and build and build like?
Like what? No payoff.
No. I mean, that was Halloween for sure. But
Saw?
but like just like the perfect amount of just like it keeps scaring you, it keeps scaring you, it keeps scaring you, it keeps scaring, and like it's just scares the entire time, or is it always just a period of lull and then scares and then some more lulls and then we'll switch it up and scare you in a different way?
Well, you gotta let the audience reset.
Yeah,
You, know,
there's a
you
certain amount
can't
of
you
that.
can't just keep pushing because then it gets bland.
It gets
Yes,
bland.
does
You get
Yeah.
bland. You get burnout, or you just become. You just
Accustomed
can't.
to it.
Not accustomed to it. You just turn away. You just block it out because it's just too much. There are some
Yeah.
people where things like this are just too much.
Yeah, for sure there are people who think this is too much.
And so, like, I can definitely understand, like, a movie like this, first time watching it's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
you don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
comparing it
it's
to,
just
like, other
heebie-jeebies.
You should watch the
Just
Evil
a-
Dead.
just
The,
The
the new one.
Mhm.
That one's pretty gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a rape scene.
Good lord.
It's by a tree.
So like, where do you fall? Because I would not say we were that attached to these characters when the most traumatic thing happened to them.
I wasn't
More
attached.
horror movies are not like that.
Once,
You're not really
yeah, you're
attached.
never really attached. I thought
I would say there's some in this list that I've
the
definitely
ones
been
who
attached
survived, but you're only attached to them because they survived.
Because when
Because
we
you
thinking,
followed them.
No. But
Situation.
just like let's take it with Sinister. Like I liked Ethan Hawke's character a lot.
Oh,
It's Sinister, yeah.
Yeah,
They did
and
that well.
that's just
Not
because I got
because
to
you
stick
like
with
Ethan
him.
Hawke, or-
Yeah.
a known actor, you're like, ooh, I like him.
yeah.
Well, it's like you don't want something bad to happen to known actors, especially when they're building them throughout the entire movie. So, like in movies where there's like some type of supernatural element, normally you have to build those characters and then break them down with the supernatural elements
Yeah.
over the course of the movie.
Yeah.
In slasher films, you get generic stereotypes who fit whatever you want them to fit, and you put them through a gauntlet.
I feel like if you made a character that you really, really liked and then just put them through the ringer, it might be more scary. So yeah, like characters that were like you're really, really attached to and then get like put through the ringer, I feel like you would get more scared for them on their behalf. Does that not hold up? Are there any movies that rings true for?
I mean, in the supernatural movies, I feel like in slasher films, it's just really, really hard because you want to get into the slashing. You want to.
Yeah, I'm not saying
that's
even
part of the
slashing
movie.
films in particular. I'm just saying horror films. in
Horror
general.
films. I mean, like The Conjuring did a good job setting
Yeah, I like
setting the
that.
table.
Who dies in
Sinister.
Conjuring?
Sinister 2.
Just for the people on the podcast who are like following us, like we watched The Conjuring, and we're trying to do an episode, and it fell apart due to technical reasons and other reasons. But we now have watched The Conjuring.
Cloak.
No one dies in The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one.
0 people die in The Conjuring.
0 people die. I mean, but
So,
there's
like,
the.
You're not that attacked, and there's too many characters in Conjuring, with my
Whole
opinion.
Yeah,
conversation.
there are too many characters. Definitely
Yeah.
characters that matter. For the most part. I feel like in this
Too many
family,
characters.
in this movie, there's definitely too many characters. But with the too many
This
characters,
movie, I think I just had enough. I really
well,
like.
they get killed.
Everyone's death meant something in a
Yeah.
weird way.
They're all connected.
It meant something to someone else in the movie,
Yeah.
and
What's
the
it-
parallels of how people reacted to that were very interesting.
What's it
to me.
called when it's like it's a box? Like everything happens in like one room.
Bottle episode.
Bottle episode. It's kind of a bottle episode, like a really
Not
big
really.
bottle. Yeah, they're stuck in the desert.
It was
They're stuck,
Bottle
there's no
episodes is when there's
escaping.
like one set,
No, I know what you're saying, but there's what, 2 sets?
but like I think every horror movie's like that. Every horror movie's in a
really.
very like condensed, or
That's
a
true.
lot of horror movies we watch are in very like limited.
But like
You're
usually
isolated.
you can leave the house.
just because I think it's the feeling of what's the fear of closed spaces?
Isolation. No, I know.
Claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia. It's the claustrophobic feeling.
Well, it's the whole point of
Okay.
We
making.
have like not a claustrophobic feeling in this one though. It's like there's just nowhere
It was
to
wide
yeah,
go.
there's
open.
nowhere to go. You're just.
Desert.
Yeah.
Something
The
creepy
Wild
about
West.
that
It was
too.
the Braving. You couldn't do
It
anything.
was
You
weird
couldn't-
how, but like, when you saw the family before they knew something was up, they were not very fearful of the desert.
No, they're like
It was kind of a
regular.
disarming.
They're camping white folk. They really enjoy it. They really enjoy it. They're like, oh, we're gonna go out here and do this. We got our guns.
Yeah.
You know, they were having a
No
good time.
Fear of the desert.
If
No.
guns were better utilized, they would have been fine.
They would have been.
Well, so the dad was doing
Fine.
fine up until he just got fucked up.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob got. The dad's name's Bob, and he went out like a pro.
Bad.
Bob.
He got fucked up.
What is with this is two or it's not 2 movies in a row, but The Conjuring also had a dog die. Did Us have a dog die?
No.
I don't think
No
so.
dog, right?
But what's up with killing dogs? I'm not for this.
See,
Because
that's
it
because
made you
it's
uncomfortable.
2019.
Oh,
It's
okay.
2019. People are killing dogs. People hate that shit. There's dog memes every day about something, and it's
Oh.
like 2006, dogs could die.
Dogs
Right.
could still die. Yeah. Now you
After
can't do
Marley
it.
and me,
Yeah.
After Marley and me, just no more.
no more.
Fuck you, Owen Wilson.
Oh no!
What was that one
I actually
movie
know
with
the
the
guy
shaggy
that
dog?
wrote
Was it the shaggy dog?
Screenplay.
Oh yeah.
Really?
That was cool.
That's cool. Shut
Oh,
up.
Beethoven.
Um,
Beethoven. Yeah.
Beethoven. Beethoven was a great movie. I liked Beethoven a lot. I saw it when I was a kid.
Because you're a dog person.
Dogs.
I mean, only one dog died, so I
Yeah,
thought-
and
Yeah.
another dog
We had
got to
an
be a hero.
Identical copy of that dog, so like,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Another dog got to be a
It
hero,
was the
which
same
I
dog.
Oh yeah.
Probably the same dog. And I'm paying for 2 actor dogs.
No, I mean it makes sense. Well, actually, because I know I was telling Cindy when they have like kids in movies, they always get twins, which I didn't know because when you're younger, you have like I guess tighter schedules, and you can also like misbehave, so you need to have another copy of yourself to come in and do shit, right?
What?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Along
Back
those
to
lines.
Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
How do you, did this movie impact the genre at all, do you think?
It set a bar for
Yeah.
how uncomfortable can you make a movie. The Hills Have Eyes is always.
I mean, I'm sure there's underground horror movies that are just.
Oh yeah,
fucked.
there's probably some that are holy.
I'm sure it's for like the time you
That's
watched
what
it.
I'm
like,
thinking. Like, I feel like there's
No, for
definitely
sure.
more you can push people.
You can for sure. I don't think this movie's like. It's not like.
Please don't show me those.
Oh.
This is the level I'm willing to go to.
But see,
I don't think I really have a choice.
See,
but-
there you go. You're like, this isn't that bad. They could push me further. And
Yeah,
you're like,
I have
I
a
don't want to
weird-
go further.
Yeah, I have a weird perception of this movie where I was like, I could definitely like be more freaked out, but like also this was also very freaky, which is where I kind of stand on this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. The Evil Dead, the new one, it was close to this.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a
There was
movie
a
where I
lot.
was just like, all right, well, I'm done watching.
But it was also still like an Evil Dead movie. Like it was cool.
All right.
Someone gets their hand cut off.
Well,
We got any final closing comments?
anyone?
Anything to add?
This movie really scarred me as a kid. Like I did not like it.
Same.
I could see that happen. You watched it at 11, James, right?
Yeah, I was like 11.
Good.
Well,
I
it's
think I
like
was
so. I
about
watched.
that
I
age.
watched part of it, and I was so scared.
If I
for
watched
most
this at
of it.
11, I'd be a different person.
Because I remember I just kept like my mom was watching it and I kept walking in and out of the just because so I kept like getting bits and pieces and then freshman year I was like let's just watch this movie and then we watched it and then I was like all right.
That's an interesting conversation. What are childhood movies that just left you scarred and have you revisited them?
Final Destination, the one where the girl like walks into a bus and like she's talking to her friends. I remember I started crying when I was watching that when I was little.
I think it's Final
And
Destination
It.
2 where it's like the logs go through the window.
I don't know.
I can't drive behind trucks with like logs on them.
Oh, so it like
of that.
affected you. Has any
Getting hit by a
horror
car,
movie
I'm terrified.
affected you? Like does it change how you act?
No.
No, I didn't. I
No.
expected that from Jacob. Jacob's a hard ass motherfucker. I'm gonna say something really embarrassing. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang scared the shit out of me as a kid.
I don't remember that movie at
That
all.
movie's creepy as shit.
This is a talking car, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but they're like kidnappers.
Not as
and,
creepy
like,
as Herbie Fully Loaded or creepier than Herbie Fully
way
Loaded.
creepier than Herbie. Herbie Fully Loaded is a great movie.
No.
It was creepy as shit.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
It's like a live action Cars that I didn't ask for.
Did you ever watch the old Herbie movies?
No.
No.
I'm
There's
glad I
like
didn't.
a lot of old Herbie.
So I wasn't
movies
born in
that don't-
1963.
Seem like weird, just like old comedies.
Yeah.
Like
Have you
that.
seen Jeepers Creepers?
Oh, Jeepers Creepers kid.
Yeah. Jeepers Creepers really fucked up my sister.
Oh, did you see
No.
Jeepers Creepers 3?
No.
Did you see Jeepers Creepers 4?
No. I stopped that too.
me and Matt watched Jeepers Creepers 3 last year. It was horrible.
It was bad. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like a weird, I don't
It's
know.
like
what it
revisiting
is.
most of these movies. I'm like, yeah, it was pretty bad.
There was like
It's
a-
quality has really changed.
There was a
Well, yeah.
conscious milk van driving around killing people and shit. That movie got weird.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds very that sounds interesting.
I'm gonna say this before we close out. The one thing I really appreciate about horror movies is it gives you these weird worlds that you can live in for a little bit. And this one wasn't really like that much. But
My
like,
professor says the
that's
same
what you
thing
can't
this
escape.
morning.
really?
Yeah, he said he's like, do people watch horror movies to kind of live in that world? And I was like, oh fuck.
But no,
I'm like,
there
oh,
is like
I
it's
fucking
just
know.
these
I wanna look
strange
into a
like
window.
mysteries and worlds.
I guess
like,
it depends on who you are, because like Love, Death, Robots, I was like that werewolf.
I would
world,
say-
I would live in that world, unless I wasn't a werewolf. If I wasn't a werewolf, I'd be like, can I go?
But it is kind of like Love, Death, Robots, where you just get to live in these strange little worlds for a little bit, and they're some people's view of just this thing they've created is very intriguing. I would not say this one intrigued me that much. I would not like to be in this one for very long.
A video game.
Well, at least
Alright.
not on the West Coast, but
But they could be enemies from like Borderlands.
All right. Any closing thoughts, Jacob?
I mean, it is what that movie is. It hasn't changed at all since I saw it as a kid. It's just kind of like, oh,
Ooh. Yeah.
all right.
sums it up.
This is how we're doing it. All right, cool. Let's go, movie. And then
Do you want
that's
to give
it.
an end to the podcast recommendation? The thing we should have done at the beginning.
What?
Do we recommend this movie?
Yeah.
if you want to scare your friends, yeah,
Yeah.
All right. But if you're watching by yourself, find something better.
yeah.
I recommend you watch it alone in the dark.
Don't do that.
In your
Honestly, if you do, you'll be like, this movie was scary
I don't
as
think.
shit.
Yeah.
Do you think this is like if you are trying to be like a horror aficionado? Is this a? Is
Yeah,
this a
you gotta watch this movie.
Must see.
Gotta watch
Yeah.
this movie.
By yourself in the dark.
All right. If
Obvious.
you're just someone who's looking for a scare,
first person.
must see. Like, is this?
If
worth
you're looking
watching?
for a scare, I mean, it's like a scare.
Or would
are
you
trying to
rather
be fucked up?
go somewhere else? I
If
feel
you're
like
trying
you'd
to
rather go somewhere.
trying to delve into like horror movies and like staples,
And what they are.
this is a staple.
Yeah, this is.
This is
Alright.
one that people know.
But
You
if
know?
you're easily squeamish, steer clear.
Yeah. I
If you're
guess.
easily squeamish, I don't know why you're watching any of these.
Yeah, I feel like if you're easily squeamish, you can watch Us.
Yeah.
Just to, if you're a
See?
cinema fan but you're easily squeamish,
See?
watch Us.
See?
What?
Us isn't scary.
Us is scary, but like it doesn't like bash you over the head with it.
Okay then.
This movie just went like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Just so mean.
Fuck your eyes.
All right, Sydney. Last thoughts.
I don't know. This impacted me as a kid. I just didn't like it.
All
I didn't
right,
like
all
that
right.
scene.
James,
I've given my thoughts.
given all your
Yeah.
thoughts.
All
Final
right.
thoughts. All right.
Cool.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. It's
Leave
fun.
a comment and let us know what you want us to watch.
Yeah.
And
Smash that subscribe button.
yeah, if you have any interesting views on this movie, let us know, and
Smash it.
we'll bring it up. I think every 10 episodes we're gonna have a
Clobber.
conversation about horror movies as a genre. So if you have any insights on the genre or how this movie impacts the genre, let us know in any way you see fit. We don't know what this is.
I would prefer direct emails to
No, it's
@sporgofficial @gmail.com.
I just set the email up today. It's someforgepodcast@gmail.com. Fuck yes, bitches.
You
Feel
can find us
free to
on
email.
Twitter @sporgofficial.
Don't go to Sporg.
SPORG official.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks. Peace.
Peace.